Six.
Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmissed in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great, and we, my friends, are playing some more F1 Manager. Now, I'm gonna go give you a quick rundown on stuff and things that's been going on over the last couple of days that I haven't posted for, and then we're gonna be jumping in to the end of the event that's going on, the Monaco event thingy majiggy doodari, and hopefully we are going to be able to finish in a very, very strong position, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. Now, you can see here that we are currently using Kimi Räikkönen and Grosjean, but I have been swapping Grosjean out quite a bit at the moment for Sergio Perez, and the reason for this is even though he does have less overtaking, defense, fuel management, and tire management, at the moment in the event, the consistency is really painfully bad with Grosjean. He keeps qualifying right near the back of the pack, so it's really, really causing me problems in the beginning half of the event. Obviously, I could also put Albon, who does again have better stats than Sergio Perez predominantly, but the consistency again is still super, super low. Or not super low, but considerably lower. So you can see here that this is basically what I'm using on my car. This is wrong. I've had one thing that I have noticed, guys. Tell me in the comments down below if you've noticed it, but I normally play on my iPad. And if I change any of my car parts on the iPad, they don't seem to change over on my Android phone. So I don't know if that's just like an Apple to Android conversion problem, or if it's like a genuine problem when it comes to obviously switching things over. Now, one thing that I will say is I do myself prefer power and grip. Now, you might prefer aerodynamics or stuff, but at the moment I just don't find aerodynamics to be any good, because overtaking, that's all I'm saying is overtaking. Now, you can see here I could quite easily go make my power and my aerodynamics better, but I'm gonna be losing grip in order to do that. Like, I would have to sacrifice 2 grip off of every single component, and I don't really want to be doing that, just to try and make the car a little bit faster on straights and stuff, because I don't really think that the car needs it. I'm finding that I'm actually having a lot more success in point placement when it comes to having power and grip than I am when it's overpower or over speed. So I'm finding that using these particular car parts and having 60 power, 60 grip, it seems to be the best combination. Now, I've tried changing a few things round and having 54 grip, 43 aerodynamics, and 71 power, and I qualified on average 3 grid places further back, and I actually finished the race about 5 places back. So I'm finding that this particular car setup at this moment in time, in my opinion, you guys can tell me in the comments down below if you've been having different success, but pretty much every single track that I race that hasn't been inside the event, I'm normally coming away with between 37 to 42 points. And it doesn't seem to matter what race I'm racing. And also, I'll show you at the moment, I'm up in Series 9. I've also noticed as well, sometimes when you go in, the series number doesn't show up. So you can see here, I'm currently in Series 9. I'm still racing very, very comfortably in this area with this car setup. Yes, I haven't maxed certain things out at the moment because obviously you don't want to farm your flags too much and over level yourself. I'm literally gonna farm Series 9, Series 8, and I'm gonna forget Series 7 now. I'm gonna leave Series 7 at the flags that it's at, so I'm gonna farm Series 8 probably until it is about 400 flags, and then I will farm Series 9 until I get the rest of the flags in order to unlock Series 10. Then I'll start farming Series 10 in order to get the flags to unlock Series 11. But I'm not going to continue to overfarm these flags, because the more flags you farm, the more likely you'll actually face somebody that is farming up in Series 12 because they have higher flags, so the game will match you with that player. So do bear that in mind. That's why sometimes when you start a race, you'll come up against somebody with, like, say 700 flags, but you've got, like, say 1100 flags, because they're not over farming their flags, whereas you may have farmed out a little bit more flags than they have. Now, this is the current ranking in the Monaco event. Now, I'm not going to be getting first place. No way, no ifs, buts or maybes. It's not going to happen. I had a couple of very, very bad placements, as I said at the very beginning of the race. With Grosjean in Monaco, he qualified in race 1 in Monaco. He qualified in fact, I can probably show you here. Like, if we go into the messages here, we click on the Grand Prix. Now you can see here, like in Monaco, we actually qualified in 24th place with Grosjean, and he basically only got up into like 19th. And then I believe it was either Brazil or Russia, he done the exact same thing. I think it was Brazil actually. He qualified in 24th place, and again, he just didn't overtake. So we had a couple of really, really low scoring races. Yeah, so it was actually in where did I just say, guys? Wherever, Russia. So as I say, a couple of really bad qualifies from Grosjean, which significantly hurt my oh my god, my phone is lagging, guys. Just chill out, phone, chill out. Okay. Hopefully we're not gonna like screw up and get kicked out of this race like we did in the placement matches, because in the first 5 races that I done, my 5th placement race was I actually disconnected. So hopefully nothing really bad is gonna happen and this race is gonna be fine. But yeah, like I say, Grosjean, like, we're at Monaco again, like, yeah. So again, this is all down to placements. I really hope that Kimi Räikkönen and Sergio Perez are going to come through for me right now and give me a really, really good placement here, because if they don't, it looks like Sergio Perez is not going to qualify very high. 15th, that's not too bad. 3rd and 15th, that's some good qualifying placements actually. Now, this was the other way round. When I raced Monaco last time, Kimi Räikkönen actually qualified in 8th, and Grosjean qualified in 24th. So normally you can, honestly, on Monaco, you can only really hope to increase your rank by like 3 to 6 places. So in my opinion, if I can get Sergio Perez after the start, if the start goes amazing and they get some massive overtaking done, then great. But really, I'm kind of hoping that Sergio Perez can make it up to about ninth. And if he can make it up to ninth, then I'll be a very, very happy boy. Because you can kind of only really guarantee that you're going to make like maybe 9 placements. 6 placements. So if we can get 9th place, I'll be very happy with that. But as you know, Monaco is probably the number 1 worst track to race at, because if you don't out-qualify your opponent, you're going to lose. So when it comes to the events, if you don't have a good car with a good consistency driver, you're gonna be in a world of pain, and there's gonna be a lot of unhappy pandas out there when this happens. So I tried to correct my mistakes once using Grosjean and seeing that his consistency is really not good enough for racing in the events. Now it's very different. His consistency, even though he's very low on consistency, he's fine for racing the series or racing the ladder, because obviously you only have to sort of out qualify your opponent or out point system your opponent, so he can kind of move through the pack and get up into a good enough position for you to still win the race. Whereas when it comes to the events, I don't know what it is about the events, but I think that the events are purposely made a little bit harder, so you might not qualify as good, or you won't overtake as much, because I even noticed that in the series, in the 2019 season, you didn't seem to overtake as much in the events as you did in normal races. And I think that might be the case here as well. Now, I'm not going to lie, I think about 2 days ago, when was it 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I posted a video where I did rage a little bit in. The rage kind of got even worse when I was off camera, let's say, and I did actually send an email, because I had a lap. I'll tell you what happened. I was racing in... where was I racing? I was racing in Bahrain. I went with a like a 1 pit stop hard tyre strategy. On the second lap, I had 4 straight laps of turbo. And I didn't overtake one car in front of me. The car in front of me, for 1 lap or 2 laps, had next to no tyres. It must have like been broken down or something, because it was like crawling at a snail's pace, going super, super slow, and I could not overtake it. I got super, super tilted, angry, almost smashed my phone, and emailed the dev team. I'm not gonna lie, I did use some strong language, and I do apologise to any of the dev team that did read that, if somehow you're listening to this. But they did email me back, even though I probably had a few like F's and C's in that message. They did message back, and they did say that in their next update, they are hopefully addressing... Oh my God, guys, like, they are hopefully addressing the overtaking issue. So I'm not saying that they are going to completely fix it. They're not saying they're going to fix it. They're not saying they're going to buff it. Hell, they might even nerf it even more. So if you qualify in 24th, your ass is staying in 24th. I don't know. But hopefully they do make it just a little bit better. I'm not asking for the overtaking capability of the 2019 series, where you literally qualify in 23rd and 24th, you put soft tyres on, you turbo, and you're first by the end of the second lap. I'm not asking for that kind of power in overtaking. I'm just asking, please, can you let me overtake one car in a race? That's all I want, just one car. You know, so as you can see here, guys, we're about to finish the race. We finished in third, so Kimi Räikkönen didn't get any overtakes, and Sergio Perez has finished in 13th. So what, he managed to overtake 2 cars, was it? Didn't he? Started in 15th, didn't he? So as you can see here, that's going to be the end of the race. We managed to get another 36 points, which I believe at this moment in time, it's going to put me qualified in this Monaco event in 6th. I want to say 6th on the board. Like, that might be wrong. It might be 8th or 9th. It's 7th. So we're currently in 7th place. Hopefully we won't be knocked down too much. But obviously there is quite a few people still to race. If you are in one of these people in my league, then congratulations to you, and I hope that you do better than myself. Do also tell me in the comments down below if you are one of these people. If you're racing in this race or in these races and you're doing this stuff and things, then good luck. I hope you get a first place and you get a ton, and I mean a ton, of good prizes. But for me, I'm hoping that we don't get knocked into 9th. I'm hoping that we can finish in the 8th or the 7th, come away with those 7 epic cards. That would be nice. But as you can see, that's going to be it for me today in this video. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope and wish you good luck in your races in the competition, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace on the streets.